Hello students, myself Professor Jaya Agrawal from Pumti Chinjor College of Engineering, Nigdi, Pune. In our last lecture on transformers, we studied about the different losses taking place in a transformer, about the efficiency, regulation, as well as the equivalent circuit of a transformer. Now in this lecture, we are going to see some numericals based on transformer. So let us proceed with the numericals. So before proceeding with the numericals, just we'll have a look at the formulas. First formula is about the EMF equation of a transformer. E1 equals to 4.44 F into N1 into BM into A, wherein F is the frequency of the applied voltage, N1 is the primary number of turns, BM is the flux density, that is nothing but phi by A, and A is the cross section area of the core. Similarly for E2, that is the EMF induced in the mutually induced EMF in the secondary winding, we'll have 4.44 F into N2 into BM into A. Proceeding to the second formula, that is transformation ratio, that is nothing but V2 by V1 equals to I1 by I2 equals to N2 by N1 equals to E2 by E1. Remember that transformation ratio and turns ratio are two different ratio. Turns ratio is nothing but N1 by N2, that means nothing but inverse of the transformation ratio. Third formula gives about the full load primary current, and fourth formula gives about the full load secondary current, which we can calculate from the kVA rating. Fifth formula is for the efficiency on full load condition. It is full load rating into power factor divided by full load rating into power factor plus iron losses plus copper losses. Then this next formula is efficiency at some other load. At some other load means not at full load. It will be n into the full load rating, wherein n is nothing but the loading factor, which we can calculate from the using the formula actual load upon full load. Then remember that whenever the efficiency is calculated not on full load or at some other load, then the formula will be n into the full load rating into VA into cos phi upon n into full load rating into power factor plus iron losses will not change, so it will be just Pi, and copper losses will be n square into the full load copper losses. Then the next formula is about the total copper losses. Total copper losses is nothing but I1 square R1 plus I2 square R2, wherein I1 I2 are the full load primary and the secondary current. Then the last formula is about the kVA at maximum efficiency, or the kVA corresponding to maximum efficiency. It is given by full load kVA into under root of iron losses upon full load copper losses. So now let us proceed with the numericals one by one. So let us proceed with the numerical on EMF equation and transformation ratio. This numerical I have taken from the book on electrical technology by B.L. Thareja. So the numerical is the rating of the transformer is given to be 25 kVA. Number of primary turns are 500. Number of secondary turns are 50. It is given that the primary is connected to 3000 volts, that means V1 is 3000 and frequency is 50 Hz. We are supposed to calculate the full load primary and the secondary current. Also we have to calculate the secondary induced EMF, that is E2, and the maximum flux in the core. So let us proceed with the numerical. If we have to calculate the full load primary current, the first part, full load primary current will be the kVA rating divided by V1. So we have the kVA rating given as 25 kVA. So it will be 25 into 10 to the power 3 divided by V1. V1 is given to be 3000. So after calculation we obtain the value of 8.33 amperes. Now in the second part, we are supposed to calculate the full load secondary current. So if we use the formula of kVA rating divided by V2, we will need the value of V2. But since V2 is not provided, then what can be done? You can see that number of turns in the primary and the secondary are given. So by get from the primary and the secondary turns, we can get the transformation ratio, and using the transformation ratio we can calculate the value of I2. So I2 will be equals to nothing but I1 divided by K. So we get the full load secondary current to be 83.3 amperes. Now the third parameter that we need to calculate is the secondary induced EMF. So the formula for secondary induced EMF is what? It is 4.44 F into N2 into phi, but we don't have phi, so we need to think about something different. Now how can we calculate? So E2 is also equals to K times of E1. So the question again comes that where to get the value of E1. As you can see, it is written in the last line of the problem: neglect leakage drops and the no load primary current. It means that we can assume that values of R1 and X1 are negligible, hence V1 will be equal to E1. So assuming E1 to be equals to 3000, and we know that E2 is K times of E1, so we can get the value of E2. So the last parameter now that we need to calculate is the flux. The flux can be calculated from the formula of E1 equals to 4.44 F into N1 into phi. We have the value of E1 to be equal to 3000. F frequency is provided to be 50. Number of turns in the primary is provided to be 500. So we can get the value of phi. Or we can also use the formula for E2, that is 4.44 N2 into phi. Proceeding with the second numerical on EMF equation and transformation ratio. In this particular numerical, it is given that the number of turns in the primary is 500, number of turns in the secondary is 1200. The cross section area is 80 square centimeter. And remember, square centimeter, so while solving, we have to convert it into meter. We always follow the SI units. Then it is written that the frequency is given 50 hertz and the primary winding is connected to 500 volts. That means V1 equals to 500 volts. The first parameter that we need to calculate is the peak flux density. Flux density means B. B is given by the formula of phi by A. So now let us see, do we have phi and do we have A? A we have, that is 80 square centimeters, so it will be 80 into 10 to the power minus 4. Now first, for finding out B, we need to find out phi. So how can we find out phi? Phi we can find out using the formula of EMF equation, that is E1 equals to 4.44 F into phi into N. The E1 again will assume that E1 equals to V1, therefore E1 equals to 500, frequency is given to be 50 and number of turns is 500. So automatically we obtain the value of flux. Then from the value of flux we can proceed to calculate the flux density, and the flux density we obtained is phi by A equals to 0.563 Weber per meter square. Always remember that all the units should be in SI. So since here area is given in centimeter, we need to convert it into meter. Now the second thing that we need to calculate is voltage induced in the secondary. Voltage induced in the secondary we can simply calculate using either the EMF equation or also by simple the transformation ratio. Transformation ratio is N2 by N1. We have N2, we have N1, we have V1, so we can calculate V2. So V2 comes out to be 1200 volts. Now let us proceed with the numericals on efficiency. The first numerical is, it is given that 3300 by 110 volts, 50 hertz, 50 kVA transformer. That means 3300 is V1, V2 is 110, frequency is 50 hertz and the rating in kVA is 50 kVA. Has full load copper losses, that is the copper losses at full load is 1600 and the iron losses is 1800. See, iron losses are irrespective of the load, so iron losses will remain constant. So we need to calculate two things in this particular numerical. First is the efficiency at full load and 0.7 lagging power factor. Now, if you remember, I have talked about lagging and leading power factor. Lagging power factor is lagging power factor means when the load connected to the secondary, when a load is connected to the secondary is such that your current lags behind a voltage. It is generally an RL load. So we say that the power factor is lagging, but since the efficiency is not affected by the type of load, this lagging word is not much useful to us. So we'll just concentrate on the value of the power factor, that is 0.7. And in the second part, we need to calculate the efficiency at half load. As soon as I say half load, means the value of n, that is the loading factor, is 0.5, and the cos phi here is 0.85. Lagging again means it is a RL load connected. So let us see how to calculate the efficiency at full load and half load. Now in the first part, we need to calculate the efficiency at full load. So if it is at full load, then the value of n automatically becomes equals to 1. So the formula will be n into VA into cos phi divided by n into VA into cos phi plus Pi plus n square P copper. So the transformer rating is given 50. It is in kVA. That is why we'll multiply into 10 to the power 3 multiplied by the cos phi, divided by 15 to 10 to the power 3 into 0.7, plus the iron losses are given to be 1800 and the full load copper losses are 1600. So the efficiency that we obtain in percentage is 91.145. Now in the second part, we need to calculate the efficiency at half load. So as soon as I say half load, automatically the value of n becomes equals to 0.5. How did I obtain 0.5? Half load, it is the, what is the load? It is half. So n will be actual load divided by the full load. So it is 50% of the load. So it comes out to be 0.5. So efficiency at half load will be 0.5 into 15 to 10 to the power 3 into cos of 5, which is given us to be 0.85, upon 0.5 into 15 to 10 to the power 3 into 0.85 plus 1800. See, 1800 is the iron losses. You can see in the first part and in the second part, the iron losses are not changing, they are remaining constant, plus 0.5 square into 1600. That means the copper losses are reducing by 0.5 square. So the half load efficiency that we obtained is 90.618%. Now in our last numerical, we have seen how to calculate the efficiency at full load and half load. Now coming to the second problem. In this, it is given that a 40 kVA, that means the rating is 40 kVA, 2200 by 220, that means V1 is 220, 2200, and V2 is 220. Frequency is 50 hertz, and iron has an iron losses of 250 watts. That means Pi equals to 250. The resistance of low and high voltage winding. Now we have to be careful here. The resistance of low means low side is which, 220. So the resistance of low voltage winding is 0.005, and the resistance of the high voltage is 0.5. So if I say the resistance of low voltage side is which one, 220. 220 is what, secondary. So I will say R2 equals to 0.005 and R1 equals to 0.5. So what do we have to calculate? We have to calculate the efficiency at full load and having a load power factor of 0.8 lagging. So let us see how to calculate. Now we have to calculate the efficiency. So for efficiency, we need the kVA rating, we need the iron losses, as well as we need the copper losses. In the previous numerical, copper losses were given to us directly, but in this numerical, copper losses are not given to us directly. We need to calculate. So the very first step will be calculation of copper losses. As we all know, copper losses is given by the formula of I1 square R1 plus I2 square R2, wherein I1, I2 are the primary and the secondary full load current. So let us first calculate the values of I1 and I2. So I1 will be what? VA rating divided by V1. So it is 40 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 2200. So we get the value of full load primary current as 18.18. Similarly, we can calculate the value of I2 as VA rating upon V2. So the value of I2 that we are getting is 181.81. Now since we have obtained the current, we can proceed for the calculation of copper losses. Copper losses is I1 square R1 plus I2 square R2. So R1, as we discussed, is 0.5 and R2 is 0.005. Hence obtaining the copper losses to be equals to 330.53. Now remember, the copper losses that we have obtained using this formula are the copper losses at full load, since we are taking the full load primary and the secondary currents. So proceeding to step 2, that is nothing but calculation of full load efficiency. Full load efficiency means automatically the value of n is equals to 1. So the efficiency that we obtained is 98.218 percentage. So you can see that how this numerical is different from the previous numerical. The only thing is, in the previous numerical, copper losses were given to us directly. Here we have calculated the full load copper losses using the formula of I1 square R1 plus I2 square R2. Coming to the last numerical on transformer, let us see what all is given. Always try to write the given data first so that it is easy for you to solve the numerical. So a transformer is rated at 100 kVA, that means the rating is 100 kVA at full load. Its copper losses at full load, it is written copper losses at full load is 1200 and iron losses are 960 watts. Now what all do we need to calculate? We are just given with the rating and the copper and the iron losses. First thing that we need to calculate is efficiency at full load. Full load means automatically n will become equal to 1. Unity power factor means cos phi equals to 1. Second part, we need to calculate the efficiency at half load. That means what will be the value of n? N will be 0.5 and power factor is 0.8. Then we need to calculate the efficiency at 75% of full load. 75% means n equals to 0.75 and power factor is written as 0.7. And in the last fourth part, we need to calculate the load kVA at which maximum efficiency will occur. I think you must remember the formula that we have written. It is full load kVA multiplied by under root of iron losses upon full load copper losses. And the last thing is we need to calculate the maximum efficiency. So let us proceed with each part one by one. In the first step, we are calculating the efficiency at full load and unity power factor. So the value of n is 1. The full load iron losses and copper losses are given already, that is 960 and 1200 respectively. So the efficiency that we are getting is 97.88%. In the second step, we are supposed to calculate the half load efficiency at 0.8 power factor. Half load means the value of n equals to 0.5. How are we obtaining the value of n? It is nothing but actual load upon full load. So actual load is how much? 50%. So it will be 0.5. So the efficiency at half load that we are getting is 96.946. In the third part, we are supposed to calculate the efficiency at 75% of the load. So the value of n becomes equals to 0.75 and the power factor is given to us as 0.7. So efficiency at 0.75 will be 0.75, that is n into kVA rating into cos phi upon n into kVA rating into cos phi plus iron losses plus n square times of the copper losses. Remember that the copper losses reduces by n square. So the efficiency that we obtained at 0.75% of the full load is 96.98. Now coming to the fourth part, that is load kVA at maximum efficiency. So the load kVA at maximum efficiency is nothing but full load kVA that is already given to be 100 kVA into under root of iron losses upon the full load copper losses. So the load kVA at maximum efficiency that we obtained is 89.44 kVA. So just stretching a bit, what do you mean by this 89.44? What does it indicate? It simply indicates that when I connect a load equivalent to 89.44 on the secondary of the transformer, my transformer will be operating at maximum efficiency. Now coming to the last part of this numerical, here we have to calculate the maximum efficiency at 0.885 power factor. So the formula will be kVA at n max. Now what is this kVA at n max? The kVA that we have obtained in the previous step, that is the kVA corresponding to maximum efficiency, that was 89.44 into cos of phi upon kVA into n max into cos of phi plus 2 times of pi. Now why this 2 times of pi is there? Because we know that at maximum efficiency copper losses equals to iron losses. So it will be 2 times of pi. Please take a note here, it will be 2 times of pi and not 2 times of p copper. because copper losses are variable, iron losses are does not vary with respect to load. So the formula, so after substituting we get 89.44 into 10 to the power 3 into 0.85 upon 89.44 into 10 to the power 3 into 0.85 plus 2 into 960, wherein 960 is the iron losses. So the maximum efficiency that we are obtaining is 97.536. So in this lecture, we have seen some numericals related to the EMF equation, the transformation ratio, and also about the efficiency calculation at full load, half load. Thank you so much.